stream started. Because I'm hoping I can get this done soon, because I do want to return to Stationeers, but I want to finish this one first. Okay. So, I want to finish Reclamation before I go back to Stationeers. It was bugged last time. So, seriously bugged, like it crashed level of bug. I went into the demon realm, I got some demonite, and then it automatically... What was that?
Oh,
Minecraft, yes.
I was asking if you were talking about Minecraft or Stationeers. But then you said Demon Realm, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I want to finish up this, and then go back to Stationeers. Because
you were saying that it was glitching, but you didn't say Minecraft or
Minecraft was glitching. Well, actually, Stationeers glitched on me too. And that's one of the things I...
Really?
Yeah. One of the things I need to do is I need to go through and remove... Like, I need to gut Stationeers from my computer. Because all the mods and stuff, I need to go and gut all that. Get a fresh install. And then go in, because, like, modular consoles needs you to do mod managers right, and I need to go in and follow the directions.
Fair. Oh, I don't have a battery.
There's not enough tune. Okay, let me read this again. Alright, so that apparently that won't work in this plains biome. It's too generic. Kill Mr. Enderman.
What if it's a Mrs. Enderman, huh?
That would have been an Ender woman, and it clearly said Enderman.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You make a valid argument there.
Let's see if the ocean is considered a separate one. We technically did.
There was a post on Instagram that somebody had posted where it was saying like how the budget for all the...
If you're gonna do the sentence I think you're gonna do, let's try not to do that on a stream.
That's fair.
Because I think I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's a hot topic.
Yeah. Fair. Alright, well, I just finished another TV show. Now I gotta go find another TV show.
Okay, have you done Freerun? Freerun? The anime?
What's that?
An anime. It's a Japanese animation that...
I don't really watch much anime.
That's fair. To be honest, I don't watch that much either. Most of the animes I watch are by recommendation. So, like, I don't go out of my way to find animes, but when someone goes, hey, you need to check out this anime, it's pretty good, I might go look.
That's fair.
Freerun was actually one of those where I watched a video, and it's... The funny part is I watched both Dungeon is Delicious and Freerun because of the same video. It was talking about how the shows handled grief. And it's like, oh yeah, the videos, the two shows handle it very differently, but that's also because one, the hero is in Freerun, the main hero dies in the first episode because it's basically the hero after the hero's journey. You know, Freerun being a long-lived elf, lives hundreds of years, and like the lifespan of a human is nothing to her. And it's her Freerun is basically about her journey of realizing that humans live short lives and how she should have lived in the moment and appreciated Himmel more. So it's very interesting watching a show where basically, oh yeah, the epic journey already happened. The hero is already dead, and now we're watching the aftermath of that. Meanwhile, Dungeon is Delicious. The character that they're dealing with the loss of, well, it's a dungeon where death is kind of ambiguous. If you're able to get to the body in time, you can resurrect it. But you have a time limit, so they're rushing to get to the body before it's too late to save her. And, you know, again, it deals with the themes of grief much differently.
Sounds
And
interesting.
your is like, yeah, so I started watching those two, and they were worth the watch. Freerun just dropped, is dropping season 2. It's only going to be 10 episodes instead of 28 from that they had in season 1, but so far it's good.
Why so much fewer? So many viewers?
Well, the answer to that is
left.
I mean, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm assuming the answer to that is money, because these shows are expensive to make.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I do not know when season 2 of Dungeon is Delicious is going to be coming out, but that was also kind of a good one. It has, as most animes, it's got a really weird premise, but when you actually stop and look at the overall themes, it's actually not that bad. Because, like, the overall theme is they're eating the monsters in the dungeon, and it talks about how to cook the monsters. But again, that's only a fraction of what the show actually is.
Well, sounds interesting. I might check it out.
White truck, and then to get the red truck, we're gonna need netherite or netherwort, tainted gold.
They need to do the same thing they did with the tanks with the furnace and the advanced furnace. Where it's the same network.
No, they do not. In fact, I do not want them to be the same tank. That would make the furnace horrible.
Why? Because I'm pulling in air right now, and the pipe, the inlet pipe is at 7.3 megapascals at 638, which is the right temperature, right pressure that I need.
Now, here's where I'll make a, how do I say this? I'll concede something and actually make it where, now if they made it where the standard furnace behaved like a tank, I'd give that to you. But the advanced furnace, the whole point is that you can control the pressure and that very precisely.
Not the advanced furnace.
Yeah. Now you see why I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I like the fact that the furnace is its own container, because that way you just have to worry about the process that you're working with, not the entire network.
Yeah.
But like, to be fair, if they did the furnace like they did the tanks, I would be making it where that doesn't matter, because I'd be putting the pumps directly onto the furnace and making it its own network.
Yeah. I mean, what I do is I do active vents, one on the inlet, one on the outlet, because you have to get the colder gas out before the hot gas will go into the furnace. Like, it will, but it's not the same rate. Like, I'm pulling in gas, right?
But
But
you're
it's
also
not
talking
going
to
into
someone
the
who,
furnace.
the extent I use the standard furnace is to make the advanced furnace.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just getting to the point where I can make steel at the moment, so. Ooh. Catch him. Oh, I caught him. Hell yeah. You know, it would still be nice if they were the same, because then I could just pump in the gas that I need, heat it up, and leave it. But instead, I have to pump out the colder gas, pump in the hotter gas. Makes it have to be a whole thing. Which, I mean, I guess is fair. But if you have pipes going through a system, they're not gonna change just because you hit the inlet of a machine, unless it's like
Restructure valves.
Yeah. Like, that would be the only reason why the network would be different anywhere along.
So I'm gonna need a netherite brick.
Hola, creative.
I need nether rack. So no stream with my niece tonight.
Okay.
Why not?
Because her mom's not going to be there, and they're going to be watching Game of Thrones stuff.
Ooh. Alright, that's another show that I gotta finish. Game of Thrones.
I need to watch House of the Dragon now that I can.
Yeah.
Because I watched season 1, and I lost access to HBO and didn't get back for season 2. My brother kind of did the under table passed me an access, but it bugged. So I'm like, now through our phones we have access to HBO, and I can watch season 2 and 3. I just need to sit down and do it. But I am caught up with the Hedge Knight, which in my family, my brother is the expert on the Song of Ice and Fire time frame. My niece is the expert in the House of the Dragon time frame, and I'm the expert in the Duncan Egg time frame.
Sounds fun.
So, like, my niece was like, I'm going to wait for your blessing before I commit to watching Tales of the Seven Kingdoms. Because you are the expert in it, you'll be able to tell me whether they're trying to be faithful or not. I watched the first episode, and I'm like, alright, just think Knight's Tale, but at a Game of Thrones level of rating. And she talked to her dad about that, and he's like, well, that's what we expect from that show. The Hedge Knight is effectively a Knight's Tale. So when you say, oh, the first episode is basically A Knight's Tale, but Game of Thrones, that is what we expect it to be. So that's a mark of recommendation, basically. They know what the show's supposed to be, so they know that they are making A Knight's Tale in Westeros. Again, I see Splitsy has 787 people. I don't know how I would react if all of a sudden, like, hypothetically, he rated me and all of a sudden there's 700 people watching me. I don't know how I would react. That's a lot of people.
Honestly, wake me up so I can have you. Because I know you'd want to have me.
I think creative would have to be messaging you going, he needs to be alt control delete. He needs a reboot.
I need a reboot.
Oh man, like my creative already knows I did not sleep last night.
Yeah, I didn't fall asleep till like 3:30, and I woke up at like 7, 6. And my Minecraft server wasn't open, so I decided to get on a station here. I think his power died. But I had when I got up at like 3 to check the reactor to make sure it didn't go boom boom, I had 8 antimatter. I was so close to being
Nice.
So close. Yeah, so far.
We have dolphins and squid on my and cod. Oh no, that's raw cod from the drowned dying. Oh no, I actually see cod, just plain cod. Alright. So we have that, and now we just need an enchant stone. Luckily I made several of those before my chalk circles got damaged and changed and all that other stuff. Okay. Alright, what did I mess up? Oh, I forgot to buy on this. Not the watering can. There we go. Alrighty. And one thing I will have to remember is this is now a live piece of the nether that can spawn bad guys now.
Is that a good thing?
Bit of both. What I need to do is I need to come in here with one of the rituals of containment and capture things like piglin and aghast. So I can get, add them to the passive mob farm. Okay, and then we want to come to the spell book. We want to go to, I think, some people who were not supposed to be captured got captured in jars over here, so I can free them up and get the jars back. Because it's good to have 2 of each mob. tablet. Love you too, baby. Yeah, that would help if I were to remember to put down the source. There's the source. And pop it down. And shut that off. 2 zombie piglins. Come on, Mr. Piglin. Ah. We don't want the zombie piglin. We already got the zombie piglin. Ooh, that's exactly what I want. Come on, come over here. You're going the wrong way, Mr. Gast. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get the Gast. It's not like we need 100 Gast here. Add these to the circle of jars. Okay. Don't need that. 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 All right, next one. We want the arid biome or the mycelium biome. Mushroom field. Okay. Mm. Mm. Yep. Okay. So I need token of rage, token of grief, token of euphoria, and token of terror. Token of rage, token of euphoria. Grief, euphoria. Okay. Come over. What happened to all of our chickens?
No.
Somehow the fence posts got destroyed.
No.
Magic, why'd you do that?
Do what?
You broke his fence post.
My bad.
Alright. Put fences back so that way we can make more chickens that feed into the hopper.
No.
There's two. Alright. They'll grow up and we'll be able to make more of these spirited birds. Oh crap, I need to make more flowers so that way this thing actually keeps working.
Hmm.
And crazy enough, that did not raise the nature level as high as I would hope. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure I can only put one at a time. Yep. Oh, did I already make this one? I think I... Yep, that one's already made. Did I already... Terror. Alright, how do we make the terror? Okay, yeah. Fear. There we go. Alright. Grief. Fear. Now we just need rage. Totem of anger.
Oh, I got everything I need for the printer mod upgrade, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Steel, stanchion, and the rest of it's upstairs.
I wonder why that's not filling up, but at the same time, I'm not going to worry about it at this moment. Okay, so we got our first piece. Got our second piece. Third piece. Pop back into Nether. Okay. Got that. We can pick that up on the way. Okay. Let's get our gunpowder. Still bummed that the tree-based ended up not working because it deletes the tree. I understand why, but it's just sad because it looked so nice.
No.
Let's go get some fertilizer.
Oh my god, I forgot how long the printer mod takes to Electronic printer mod takes to print.
Yep. And it's really bad when you're like, okay, my system's dying. I need it done so I can move on to the next project because I have limited air, limited everything. Hurry up. Yeah. Alright. So we have the 4 tokens. I need 2 biome essence. I have 2 biome essence. 2 ethereal slates and a charged spell. Plus the circle itself. Oh, I have all the stone on me, that's why.
I'll be back. I'll grab some drink and some snacks.
Alright, what is that? It's just white circle. Okay, that's not too bad.
Shit, this boss was rough.
Got one. Barely. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Oh, that's gonna be a huge infrastructure. Yeah, it's still gonna be a few streets then.
For your reclamation.
Yep, I gotta make an antimatter pellet.
Mm.
And we know what type of infrastructure that takes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, have to make more chalk. Alright. Let's see, Puma's playing Terraria again.
Of course.
So technically, I have the Nature's Essence, but I never made the Wood Essence.
Mm.
Process wood ash into quicklime. What's the other way to get falcons? Jungle sapling. Meat or distilling. here and let's go make more chalk now. Crazy how much chalk you go through. There we go. Mushroom. I'm going to feel silly if I come over here and this is... Yeah, that's not the same circle. Okay. I want to say it's glowstone on this one. Yep, there we go. I was close to not working, but come over here to this living biome. I don't know if I told you, I did taking the area that the chickens lived in, and that's the area I actually brought back to life.
Ah, nice.
I figured it was appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our nether, we have our mycelium. To do our desert, we're going to need wildfire core, Isolated materia, focus lens. Okay, so we're gonna have to mess with embers. Wildfire Court is okay. Take some gunpowder down there. I will have to work on those recipes. Luckily, we have the memory thing, so once we get it, we get it. Gunpowder and the rusty and sticks. Look around. Got plenty of those and plenty of those. Okay. So we also need dawn stuff. Right, that is getting old. Everything should have power because we have so much power. Alright. Let's come over here and let's see. We're going to need copper, iron, and dawnstone. Let's just assume that. Alright. Copper, 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 and dawnstone will be the special one. I'm gonna guess you're the oddball. And let's get some paper. Just in case I'm right. I don't think I'm right, though. One glowing white spot. Okay. Only coming to here. There we go. And that even gave me the recipe, so now I don't have to think about it.
Oh man.
Probably should make a few spares because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna botch at least one. think 4 should be enough. So one more, and then we'll move forward. Oh, that was a waste. I forgot to put the reagent in. Alright, so this one's going to need possibly, potentially all of them. Oh, I don't see lead, but actually, knowing I'm going to sacrifice stuff, let's put you on the Dawnstone and everything else on iron. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself because I still need to do the molten core. Molten core, lead and Dawnstone. Alright, make. Do I have the bricks? Not down here, so. See how many I made before I. Okay, I have 8 arcane bricks. Clay and soul sand. Silver or not? Clay on silver, starting 2 silvers. Oh, how did I mess that one up? I had the recipe for it and everything. Silver, silver. that again. Let's see if that indeed messes it up. Oh, that would explain it because I put lead and not iron. Let's leave a brick down here. And some clay and sulfate and just. Alright. Now let's break out the lead and stone. I'm actually going to guess it's either going to be all lead or all tungsten. Load up the paper in case we get it right. One spot was right. And there we go. Alright. Another recipe. Oops. And this will give us 4 attempts to get the one thing right. Iron and silver. Actually, I'm gonna guess that that's supposed to be a copper. Grab the paper. You also need lens focus. Three and alright, stretching and hydrating. That means two are in the right spot. One had the right aspect, so one of the aspects is wrong. So if we get a hell one with two glowing spots again, we know we switched the wrong aspect. Oh, we did it right. Alright, so there's that guy. Alright. An isolated material. Let's just see what the isolated. Well, at least it's cheap. Which is good because it has so many what it could be. Alright. Let's put you in here. I should put you guys in here too. I'm going to try starting with all copper. I'm going to check on the chickens. Yeah, they're still contained. Iron, clay, quartz. Alright, let's go get the water essence. Not that hard. lapis. Okay. Grab another sheet of paper. Alright. Quartz, lapis, iron. I don't think this is gonna work, but that's not the point of this one. This is just a look. Nothing was right. So what that teaches us is copper is not used at all. And then it was lead or silver. Two of them are correct. Oh, sweet. Oh, we got it. Silver plates and Dawnstone plates. Okay. Do I even have silver? Curious. Sleep off the phantoms. Alright, there's more hellfire ingots.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Muy mal.
¿Por
Have some
qué?
company over. That's why it took me 40 years to eat food. So I'm in pain. I don't know how to say that in Spanish, but
Oh, I feel sorry for your pain. I do understand. Mine's not as bad as yours, but you've heard me talking about my foot pain.
yes. I feel like that would honestly kind of be worse because at least I can walk around relatively without much pain. Yeah, my hip does hurt, but it's more of a tightness. So I'd rather have the tightness in the hip than the actual pain, but can't really control that, unfortunately.
Do we have silver seeds? Yes, we do. Not really feeling making them, though. Hmm. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. And to make the lens, the focus is one of those. Okay. So before you hit the water, you throw the egg, and that breaks the spell. Right? Okay. Copper, silver, dawnstone. I'm gonna guess 2 silver and 2 dawnstones. And it was a full crystal, right? Yeah, full crystal. I hope this is the right recipe. It would feel appropriate to be the right recipe. The silver plates with the silver aspect, the Dawnstone plates with the Dawnstone aspect. It just feels right. But it's not. Two are right and two are wrong. Technically, one could be a copper aspect, but nope, we got it right. There we go. Put that back. Put that back, and we'll leave these here. All right. Got you, got you, got you. Need those two and the... Yeah, okay. We gotta make our ethereal slates. Then we'll come back and grab the... Actually, we have the biomass. It's right there. There's two of them, right? While that's cooking up, I'm gonna go grab me a Pepsi from the other room. Love you too, baby.
Oh, hiccup.
So we did see that we need antimatter, which needs plutonium, which needs nuclear waste, which means I need to have a reactor running to generate nuclear waste. Which means we have to do the whole uranium hexafluoride stuff. Which means we need to do the ORC grid to get the uranium.
Okay, it's 1700 degrees outside. That's hot. Get back inside.
Rune of Pride, Root of Greed, and all of those in between. Fluoride, also from the corporation. So yeah, I need to get into Mechanism and do all that. Remember how I said I hadn't automated anything because there wasn't really anything legitimately to automate? Yeah, that's changing. Oh, right there. Alright, let's go daytime, and then we'll do the ritual. Yep, I only need one, right? Yep, I only need one. How's the circle doing? Well, I wonder if any of the sand's gonna fall. Oh, right there, we had some sand fall. Alrighty. We got 3 of the 6. Warm ocean. I'm kind of curious, actually. Which, we need to come back with some glowstone and a attuned one, and we can move that circle. Okay. And now we can move the circle. But one of the things I'm wondering about is we have a ocean biome. We did an ocean biome by accident, but I don't know if it needs to be a warm ocean biome or just an ocean biome. And that answers that. It has to be the warm ocean biome. So, attuned stone, plutonium, wild in tribute, mark of mastery. Alright. Plutonium pellet is going to be our limiter. And I'm thinking the other one, lush, that's the I'm guessing it's also going to want a plutonium pellet. So, yep, we're basically having to put the rituals aside until we get the nuclear stuff set up.
So, on Vulcan, right? The solar storms.
Okay.
Is the sun normally behind the black hole? And then the few times that the sun comes out from behind the black hole, like it's orbiting it, is when the solar storms happen. Like, what? How is that? Because it's a black hole during the day,
Yes,
normally,
there
right?
there is no sun. There's only the black hole.
So then, what's the solar storm?
Basically, to put the wording properly, it's an accretion disk storm.
Mm.
Because the way the Vulcan works is you have the black hole, and the accretion disk is where all the light comes from.
Yeah,
The game
because
has
it's all
it
the
coded for
matter
a
spinning around
solar
with it.
storm because, with the exception of Vulcan, everything else is around the star Sol. So when Sol has a storm, it's a solar storm.
Yeah.
But you can technically still have an accretion disk, have turbulence, and have the equivalent of a solar storm.
Mm,
I hope that
okay.
helps clear it up.
That, yes, it does.
So I'm going to need a silicone. And the logic. Right, that's processing that. Basically, what I should probably do is just move all this downstairs and start working on the storage and power systems because we actually have a ability to make a lot of power downstairs. We have like 20,000 biomass to run biofuel generators.
Damn.
And that is kind of where our farm that generates resources is that is going underutilized because it's just being thrown into a container, and we need to make storage drawers that can properly void it when it gets too full so it doesn't clog up everything else. Hmm. Okay. And calculation core just needs regular Certus quartz.
guess I should go make another small transformer for that. I'm gonna put a big one. Oh.
You gotta love when you go to make something and it's like, you go to the device you need to make it, and it's like, yeah, you already did that, and here's the stuff you forgot about.
Yeah, I love that. Especially when it's like something that you like really need and you have to wait a while for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh, hell yeah.
Thank you, Pastuver, for taking me into consideration.
Or just forgetting about it.
Yeah,
That's what happens to me. I just forget
that's
about
the
it.
reality.
Yeah. But either way, the outcome was the same. It works out.
Okay, and then we go pattern encoder. So I need one of these.
An APC, does it count as a technical small transformer? No, right?
I think
Well,
I know
as
what
long as you're not pulling more than 5,000.
Kinda, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. But if I only want to pull 5,000 because there's some cables that I can't get to without completely redoing the base. Well, not quite completely, but doing an overhaul of the power of the base, everything, which I will do eventually. But I would have to basically open the atmosphere to, or open my base to the atmosphere to do that. Oh my god, I just make a transformer. Place that down.
So yeah, I'm gonna do the bit. I'm gonna actually make 2 crafting systems. I'm gonna make one up here just for simple stuff, and then I'm gonna move downstairs and basically do it again, and tie that into the farm, and have the farm tie into a storage drawer room where everything is properly sorted into a storage drawer that is then with a filter, a void upgrade.
I guess I already have a small transformer down there. That's fine. I'll put the large transformer.
That's right. AE has massively changed a bit.
What do you mean?
How do you craft with AE now? Because it used to be you had an ME interface and a molecular assembler. back in the day.
Oh, pattern provider.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
You know, nothing ground. You know, not earth shattering. Oh my god! It's just. Oh, that's right. I can't
Yeah.
default.
Yeah.
I already made the pattern provider before I even said anything.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see. Okay, I got the airlock. Cards all done. Guess I could use more large batteries. And more copper, more gold.
And it looks like I will have to do the storage lectern so that way I can get an the IMI controller. Timmy has started to stream. Stationeers.
Timmy!
Alright.
Well, at least power is technically no longer an issue.
That's good.
I just have to make the cables first. Still technically not an issue, but and once I get all my air conditioners, then it will be. Oh, there you go. Okay. Do you feel this way sometimes that cold inside is so much worse than cold outside?
Yes.
Why?
Because
Like, I don't get cold. Like, I can be in snow in shorts and a t-shirt. But then inside it's like 65 degrees, 70 degrees, and I'm like, ooh.
one, it has
Freezing my
to
balls
do
off.
part of it has to do with mentality. Inside is supposed to be your safe space. Why outside you can accept outside's not supposed to be comfortable. Inside,
Okay.
inside you're supposed to feel safe. Your defenses are supposed to be lowered, and your criteria tightens on what you feel comfortable with. Does that help?
Yes, it does. It
Because
makes a lot of sense, actually.
a good way to phrase it is, a complete stranger calls you a dumbass, you'll be like, I don't fucking care if a complete stranger calls me a dumbass. What are they? What are they to me? Now, meanwhile, your best friend comes up, calls you a dumbass in earnest. That hurts.
Yeah.
It's a very similar concept.
Makes sense.
All right, 2 blade patterns.
These super heavy cables take so long to make. And I get why, because they're massive. But
All right. All right. Patterns are now. That's a formation. And I want an annihilation. Wait a tick. I'm going to clear that. Let's see here. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Gotta go glass. Because I'd rather you not use mana glass.
Oh, I need to turn my movie back on.
Alright, we need glowstone and glass. Well, luckily we have a lot of glowstone over here. I think we have a lot of wet sponges. 364, do you think that's enough wet sponges?
Probably not. I haven't checked Paramount Plus in a while.
What was that?
I haven't checked Paramount Plus in a while to see what's new on there.
I don't have access to Paramount Plus, so.
I do through Cox. So I guess technically my mom pays for it, but
I swear I'm a grown adult that I have a brain of a 13-year-old sometimes. You have the service through Cox, which your mom technically
Yep.
handles.
Yep. I haven't watched Arrival. Came out in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
What? You know the movie I'm talking about, Arrival.
Yep. Yes.
With, yeah, that came out in 2016.
Yes.
10 years ago.
Yes.
Jeez.
Repeat after me. Get off my lawn, you dirty kids! Yeah, you're getting old.
That's what it feels like. Jeez. It's like
Alright.
2016 doesn't seem like it's that long ago until you realize, wait, it's 2026. It doesn't. Looking at the number does not make it feel like 10 years.
No, it does not.
But god damn.
You wanna know when you'll feel really old?
Hmm.
When someone goes, COVID! That was just a few years ago, and they'll be like, no, it's 20
Like 3
years
years ago, right?
It's 20 years ago, man. Where have you been?
That was 7 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, 6 technically, but at
Well, it was
some
COVID-19.
that's when it was discovered, but the lockdown didn't happen until March 13th, 2020.
It's funny. I was in a residential treatment center when they discovered it, when there was like 4 cases in the U.S. And then like 6 months later, we're all in lockdown, and I'm like, I called it. And like they were saying, it was like a new strain of the plague, and like.
Well, the bit that I find somewhat funny, because I have a better memory than most people, is most people forget that the internet was calling it out, going, "Oh yeah, we're due for a plague."
We're due for a lot of things. You know what? Was that Thomas Jefferson and George Washington? I think it was Thomas Jefferson. Do you know what he said?
Which part? He said many things.
About revolutions and
Yes.
stuff.
The Tree of Liberty must
Mhm.
be, yeah. Again, we're on stream, so I'm going to avoid politics.
Yeah, that's why I was tiptoeing around that. But we're overdue for a lot of things. Like another extinction of life on Earth. It's been a few million years.
Oh, yeah, Yellowstone.
Apparently it's getting there.
One of the things I've often wondered
Wow.
is why we don't lance volcanoes.
Well, have you ever seen videos of people throwing a rock in
Yes.
a volcano? And it just completely starts to cave in on itself
Yes.
and fully erupt?
Well,
I would assume that's why.
what I'm getting at is lancing it. Like, we do underground drilling all the fricking time. So,
Yeah, you just relieve some of the pressure and hope it doesn't blow up.
in fact, direct it. Because like when I say I'm surprised we're not lancing, I'm not even talking about just relieve the pressure. No, I mean actively controlling where that the magma is going to go, so that way you can get the resources out of it.
True.
Because if you're able to do it right, then you can pick the areas where like lithium is in high, like the lava has high amounts of lithium, and you can just process it.
Use the heat for some steam. Throw a couple turbines. That's actually the funniest part about power generation, or at least that I find funny, is that no matter how scientific we go with power production, fission, fusion, whatever, we won't be able to harness that power.
Well,
we make it into steam, run turbines. That's the
80% of the way we make power is boil water to turn turbines, which is depending on how you look at where they're talking about, it's either 60% efficient or 30% efficient.
Yeah.
And that should do.
Which, like, you've probably kept semi up to date with like the fission technology now,
Yes.
right? Like, yeah, like CERN and all those other ones. Apparently, they put with lasers because you get to use lasers. They put 300 megawatts of power in, and they got out 3 megawatts.
So what the technicality of what happened is, yes, they technically finally got more energy out of the fusion than they put into the fusion, asterisk. And the asterisk is very important, because what it really was the amount of laser light that went in. They exceeded. What they forget to tell you on the news article, scientists openly state this. The scientists openly state this. It's the media that doesn't.
Yeah.
It takes so much. The lasers aren't efficient, so it takes more power to make that laser than.
Yep.
So we're really nowhere close. The one that I'm very curious on, I'm pretty sure you've seen it, where they use magnets to slam the two toroids together, and then they use magnets to recover that energy.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
That's the one I'm very curious to see where it goes.
Yeah. I agree. Kind of interesting. The different ways that we're trying to figure out how to make power. Like, aren't solar panels now getting more and more efficient because we're able to stack more and more and more?
We're getting better now.
Whatever the fuck you want to call them together.
We're getting better at knowing how to do better crystalline structures. Believe it or not, stacking them up and up and up like that can cause problems because, in fact, a lot of people criticize the efficiencies of solar panels, and it's like you're still getting free energy from nowhere. It's the cost that's the big issue. Because do you know what plants' efficiency in photosynthesis is? You know they've had eons to perfect it. So what do you think their efficiency is?
Probably like 40.
7.
7?
Yep.
Damn.
You know why most biologists think it is only 7?
Why?
Because it doesn't want to burn it, nuke itself.
That's probably true. Yeah. I mean, plants don't need a lot of energy.
Oh, that no. The plants need a lot of energy. But the big trick is why they do, in fact, need a lot of energy. It's a matter of they just make more leaves.
Yeah. More surface area, more sun.
Because in fact, one of the issues plants have to deal with is water usage. They waste
Yeah.
like plants waste about 60% of the water they consume.
Really?
Other plants, it's even higher.
Damn.
Because you do know how plants, if I say transpiration, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I don't know the specific like how they do it, but like
So the way
I don't
water
know the
goes
whole
from
science.
the way the water goes from the roots to the top of the tree is it transpires. It lets water. It wastes water. Which I keep going.
Like us when we sweat.
Yes, I keep going. We need to set up a system on these large farms to recapture all that transpired water, because even if you only capture half of the transpired water, you would seriously cut your water usage in like by a quarter. Huge amount of water saving.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
And if we figured out a way to, well, you know how crops you have to rotate the fields because they
Yes.
lose the nutrients and stuff. If we found a way to get the like what you're saying, we get the water out. That water is gonna have other nutrients in it. It's not gonna be pure H2O.
Actually, it's mostly pure H2O.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because
Well,
just like the sweat, when you sweat, yeah, you're it takes more than water out of your system, but that the deposits on your skin because the water evaporates on its own.
yeah.
Same thing. The water evaporates, leaving behind all the compounds, and you just get pure water. I mean, technically, there are some that go with the water, but those are exceptions, not the standard. Because, like, case in point, as a example, there's a reason why you can't get pure alcohol. There will always be some water. It forms an azeotrope.
Yeah.
There are ways to break the azeotrope, but you usually have to put you have to really break standard conditions for that to happen.
Well, I was gonna say, what about the 100 proof alcohols?
100 proof is 50%.
Really?
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
Whatever the proof is, divide it by 2 to find out how pure it is. Don't ask me why they did it that way. That's just why they did it.
I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. It's the human race. What do you expect?
The reality is why it's, and I was talking about this the other day with someone. Why do they do it that way? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to us now, but at the time they made that convention, it made perfect sense. Because, like, I just heard where do we get the word curfew from? It was basically the curfew, cover your fire. So it was the time that people would ring bells and remind everybody, hey, cover your fires, make them go out so we don't have fires throughout the night. Now, whether that is true or not, that sounds about right to me. I haven't fact-checked it yet.
Yeah.
I know creative's still in chat, but I think we lost creative.
Yeah.
Get this wood essence up to 10s and then move that down to the farm because we're gonna need. I'm also gonna need to transplant some nature essence, so that way we can just make wood. Actually, I don't think we need the nature essence to make the logs. We need it to make the saplings. And the wood, the logs, is what I'm after right now.
Hmm.
But if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it right with the others. No, we don't want pure netherite. No, we don't want pure netherite, I said.
You want pure netherite? Okay.
You called it. There we go. At least I don't have to worry about the mutivity, so everything's progressing. I just have to stabilize the wood. There's one stabilized wood, which increases the odds of the next
What
one
the
being
fuck is
stabilized.
stabilized wood?
Well, in the context of what I'm talking about, it's a seed where it has dominant and recessive wood, but stabilized wood in the real life typically means where you take crappy wood that isn't exactly ideal and you put resin into it to stabilize it so it's not brittle and horrible. Common resin to be used is called cactus juice. It's a formulated resin that flows very smoothly and isn't very viscous, so it can get into the fine nooks and crannies of the wood, so the wood is solid.
Interesting.
Common practice with the cactus juice is you basically wrap the wood in aluminum foil, then you pour in the cactus juice, and after that point you bake it. And the baking sets the resin, and you're good to go. Let's go get a lot more sticks. Yeah, I can get rid of you now. Because I want to make several more of these wood seeds so that way I can take them downstairs. I do not remember if I have any spare farm plots down there. So let's take 6 premium just in case. There's a better. Okay, I did have some space. Actually, I have a lot of space. Oh yeah, the system is full. Entry. Alrighty, that's a lot of materials. Alright, storage controller, and then we want to come here and just. Hmm? Our front door, our ring is way too sensitive. Someone can be across the street, and it's like, oh, someone's at your front door.
Damn. Really?
Yep.
Kind of crazy.
Alright, so if I can. And I want light spell. Okay. If I remember correctly, we're going to need the linking tool to actually link it to the controller. Okay. That's sophisticated storage, not. Oh, apparently it is done this way, so I don't have to. Okay. Alright. And we want to go back. Grab the wood essence that we worked so hard to get. Okay. Grab the key. That's okay.
I felt bad going into the kitchen after the boardroom and Casey's like, hey! How dare you?
fix it. Let's go get a crap ton of obsidian to make more void upgrades. I'll probably set up a system to automate making those. We still need to fill in the hole where the old blood altar was. Put that one on this one. That has me worried that there's a whole bunch of diamonds. Did it take out my diamonds, or did we just get duplicates of diamonds? I think it took out my diamond rows for some reason. Makes me wonder what it did to pop all these guys off. Especially since it's been working so fine for the longest time. Alright. Stretching. Hydrating.
Yell magic to stretch too.
Yell at magic to stretch too? Okay. You hear that, magic?
I need one. Yeah. Who said that?
Creative.
Oh, yeah, fair. I'm replacing all the pipes with the insulated pipes.
That's always a good one.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm kind of voiding most of the wheat because I had over 20,000 wheat. I had like 25,000 wheat.
20,000 wheat. That's actually fantastic.
I
You will
still
never run out of food.
even with voiding a lot of the stuff, I still have 13k in biofuel.
Damn.
So I do not see lapis and I do not see lead. Okay. Don't see copper. Okay. I'm transitioning from having that giant vault to having storage drawers. Because that vault it's got like 9,000 mystical fertilizer. It's still got the bulk of most of the stuff. And unfortunately, there's no simple way to get obsidian right now. So, obsidian is limiting my void upgrades. Alright, so we technically have 13 drawers right now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. what am I freaking? You can pull that out, pull that out. Ten, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we got everything. We still need to put void upgrades on everything. Say la vie. Alright, let's do 4 more. And then we'll start expanding out what we need. Alright, so we got 4 more of these. Yeah, it should do us for now. I mean, that one still needs it, but that's going to be a while before that one gets success. Sadly. Alright, and we can look at these. There they are. first. You and you. No, we got over. Well, we actually no, we don't even have half in yet. I know there's probably a better way, but I can't think of it at the time. No. That should be enough to keep things happy for a while.
Ooh, maybe with the new way they have the pipe networks with the tanks, does that mean you're not gonna burst a pipe using 3 large vents before it fills up the tank?
Correct.
Oh, thank God. Used to hate that. I'm like, yeah, sure, it has to equalize, but there's nothing physically blocking it from equalizing, so it would equalize immediately. Like how when, well, I guess not immediately, but like when you open up your base to the atmosphere and it takes a couple seconds to let all that air in.
It's been one of the. It's been requested quite a bit. That's why we're seeing it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's going to be the same with the rocket tanks.
Hmm.
Because
That's a
as
good
you know,
question.
that's been one of the problems I've had is trying to fill my rocket with fuel.
Yeah.
There's that equilibrium time where that little pipe that you have to have plugged into the umbilical, it just doesn't keep up with the filling of the tank.
Yeah.
Oh, I reversed it. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna get this automation going. We're gonna start building those reactors and get all that going. Also means I need to make an osmium seed because I'm going to need a lot of osmium.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't do the molecular assembler. Or I thought I did. Did I put you in here? Oh. I never did the recipe for the molecular assembler.
Hang up.
Oh, that's right, it needs to be charged. Doo-doo. I'll be happy when I have this stuff automated where I don't have to manage the presses, they manage themselves.
Yeah. It's always nice when you have things automated and don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Where the frick you been?
Outside.
Oh, that's what I missed.
Where have you been?
I've been here the entire time.
I forgot I need cables.
That would be good.
Mm-hmm. Alright, there we go. That's some cable now. Pattern provider there, and molecular assembler there. And for oh, I did it again. Let's go back, pull this out. Clear. Me too. While we're waiting for all this to bake, what do we need for the osmium seed? Hmm. And that's going to be plenty of steel. Geronimo.
So what you doing in the depths?
Trying to start building the power system for the automated AE.
Hmm. So what's your power source?
Right now it's a it is a single biofuel generator. But
Okay.
as things grow, this will get moved away and brought behind the wall because we got plenty of biomass.
Alright.
We have this system here, which is functional, but I'm keeping it a little more functional just to keep things flowing until I get the better system installed. Alright, so we want to put that in and we want to put that in.
So what's your quest book look like?
So this,
A lot of completed?
we got to do this though. Because we got to get to this guy and this guy to progress.
Hmm. Wait. So which quest line are you in? Like chapter 1 or chapter 2?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta
Okay.
complete these to get to this guy, and that can take me to the end, and that opens up a lot. If I understand it right, once I get to the end and I can get an Ender Bee, then I can start working towards making creative stuff.
Ooh.
I am kind of sad you can't downgrade the essences. You used to be able to just convert everything into the high tier, store it that way, and then if you needed something lower, downgrade it. That is no longer an option.
Hmm.
Okay, and this guy is Horn, Starbuckle, and Book. Horn, Starbuckle, Book. Although, looking at this, I should probably come over here. Hey, buddy. Oops. At least it keeps the progress. Okay. Horn, Starbuckle, Book. Actually, I don't want it that way. Actually, no, that's probably not a... Nah. Put it... Maybe we can come in here and go... And the cable's now hidden. we're getting there, slowly but surely. Oh, I want to go back. The whole one's the whole reason why I want to come back here. So we can go. Oops. So we start with fire, followed by air, ending in earth. Is that correct? Yes, so let's go get fire essence and then start converting these. Love you, baby. Oh, there's my armor. Oh, I needed blue, not. Okay. That's enough for one. This is one that'd be interesting to try to automate, but the chances are by the time I get it automated, I won't need to automate it.
Mm.
Because I don't know how many more seeds I'll end up making. up. Let's go get our source gens. I need source nearby. I think there's plenty of source nearby. Did I do my math wrong? I must have done my math wrong. Yes, I did do my math wrong. Phantom should be getting upset soon
Why?
because I haven't slept in a few days.
Oh, that's fair. What is the actual like timing on that?
I think it's supposed to be 3 days.
Because sometimes it feels like it's like 40 days before they show up, and sometimes it's like every night.
Yes, we were earlier in this playthrough. That's exactly what I talked about because I was actually trying to get them to spawn in so I could put them in a jar, and they
Yeah.
just refused to spawn in. I think it's kind of a minimum
Yeah.
of 3 days.
That makes sense.
All right, osmium seed. Crossbreed the osmium and wood. I know that's a weird crossbreeding, but that's what we're doing. Osmium, wood. Osmium wood, okay. I have a really nice osmium there. I mean, it does have some really poor stats, but at the same time, mutivity is 10. Well, we've lost our pure osmium, but we have crossbreds that are 10 mutivity, so I'm happy with continuing. Not okay with the double wood. I said I don't want double wood. And as I talked about it, now they show up.
Whoa.
Hmm.
The video mom just said her garage.
Oh wow. That is unrecognizable as her garage.
Yeah. I'm sad because when I was a kid, we always had 2 cars in it. So you've only seen it as not that. I'm proud of her.
Yes, I'm a little jealous.
Me too.
Hey, I did have our garage where you could get both cars in it at one point. My
Yeah.
phone even reminded me about it.
It was so snug though, because our cars are just big enough to where it's kind of intimidating.
My mother-in-law just got her garage cleaned up where it actually looks really good, and I'm really jealous because mine hasn't looked that good in like 2 years.
That's fun.
It's one of those things Creative had said if he lived closer, he would help me with, because he also knows what a clean garage would mean.
So, Casey
Yeah.
heard us celebrate.
More fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't hear what happened to me when I went to get gas. So, parking, it's Costco parking lot, so, like, everyone was being idiots. So, I was, like, paying attention.
Yeah.
I must have ran over a paint can or something, because I hear a pop, and the right side of my car is covered with paint.
What color?
White.
What color's your car?
Charcoal.
Oof. That's unfortunate.
Yes. I got most of it off, but that's where all my energy went today.
Makes sense.
Alright, osmium seed is up and going. still need to move it downstairs, but downstairs needs a lot of attention first. Okay. I think this is a good place to call it because I need to think about dinner and my cat is demanding attention. So thank you everybody for watching.